Hello everyone, I am Sister Leah. All of you might have read a lot of books ever since you learned to read. What sort of books do you like? Stories, fiction, or short stories? Have you ever tried writing one by yourself? If not, now is the time. Let's make something creative. Today, we will be discussing about creative writing. What is creative writing? Creative writing is every form of writing that are non-academic and technical. For example, novel, short story, autobiography, feature articles from newspaper, etc. Creative writing focuses on character development, narrative, plot, infused imagination, and story. Would you like to write a story on your own? Shall we try? Before we begin, I would like to tell you about first-person narrative. A first-person narrative is written using I, me, myself, mine, our, ours, ourselves, and we. Example, I went to the market. We went out for dinner after office. If a story is written in first person, the narrator is a character in the story. How can we write creatively from a first-person point of view? The first-person point of view is highly flexible and gives the writer freedom in creativity. Readers always view the world through the eyes of the character. Whatever the character sees can be seen by the readers. There is always an intimate connection between the character and the reader. You heard a lot about creative writing and about first-person point of view. How about trying to write something? Okay, let's try writing about the first time you helped your mother in the kitchen. How do we begin? It was Mother's Day, and I wanted to gift Mom with something. I thought for a while. It was impossible to go out to buy gifts since it was locked down. Suddenly, a bright idea came into my mind. I decided to help Mom in the kitchen the whole day, helping her with the cooking. When I entered the kitchen, Mom was making breakfast. I wished her Happy Mother's Day and can you try writing what you might have done after that? Let's see what is to be avoided while using first-person point of view. Always try to avoid the use of filter words such as I looked, I jumped, I saw, I heard, etc. Instead of saying, I hear the engine rumbling, you can say simply as, the engine rumbles. Avoid the continuous use of I in the sentences. Example, instead of writing, I heard the door slam shut and I felt my heart skip a beat. Try saying, the door slammed shut and my heart skipped a beat. As we are on our journey to be writers, here are some tips for you to be a creative writer. Make reading a habit. Learn from the authors. See how they have used different styles, but don't ever copy them. Observe things very keenly. Observing things is very important in creative writing. Start writing. Only when you start, you will know how much you can write. You can either start with something like your own personal journal or even a simple narration based on something that happened in your life. Try using simple literary devices like simile, metaphor, personification, etc. Have always a point of view perspective. That is to choose who the narrator is. Create characters based on someone you are familiar with. You know, dreaming is very good. Try to write them down. You will find stories emerging from them. Find an environment that helps writing without disturbances. You can use either your study room or even the garden. So, let's have a glimpse of today's class. Creative writing is all that is non-academic and technical. Examples for such writings are novel, short stories, memoirs, autobiography, feature articles in newspapers, etc. The first person point of view is written using I and we. It is highly flexible and grants access to the inner world of the character. There is always a connection between the reader and the author. If a story is written in first person, the narrator is a character in the story. So that's the end of the story. Hope you guys have enjoyed the session. Please do fill the Google form sent along with this presentation. Stay in together and be safe. Thank you and have a great day.